Well, I finished the copy pasta. Shall we deliver the usual formal speech or just intrude without apology and flood the chat?
Introductions like that are old-fashioned. Let's have none of this blind love, being led in by a moderator carrying a nitro membership and frightening the ladies like a walking whale, and none of those stupid copy and pasted introductions delivered in a faint voice to make our entrances. Have them take it how they will. We'll do our dance for them, then go.
Give me a different job instead. I'm not one for this kind of annoyance. Plus I have a heavy heart.
No, Romeo, we must have you sending the images. Romeo, I assure you, you have quick fingers. Plus I have a slow reaction time that means I simply can't do it. You're in love. Borrow Cupid's bow and aim for the head.
I'm too sorely wounded by his arrow to aim like him. I'm so pinned down I couldn't be as fast as the truck of misery. I am sunk beneath love's weight.
Sinking down makes love a burden, far too heavy for such a tender thing.
Is love a tender thing? Surely it's too rough, too aggressive. It pricks like a thorn.
If love is rough with you, be rough with love. If it pricks, prick it back. It'll soon collapse. At torchbearer, give me a cover for my account, an ugly roll for an ugly mug. What do I care if an inquisitive eye notices my deformities? Here are the beetle colors that will cover up my embarrassment.
Come on, send the link and let's join in. Once in the server, everyone must start dancing, with Romeo torch-bearing for me. I to leave carpet tickling to light-hearted revelers. An old-fashioned proverb fits me. The spectator sees most of the game. The party is at its brightest now, but I feel like a worn-out rag.
Oh, you mean as the constable said while pulling the horse out of mud or begging your pardon out of love, in which you are stuck up to the ears. Come along, we're wasting time.
No, that's not true.
I mean, Romeo, that in delaying we are wasting our torches in vain, like lighting lights in daytime. Always take the meaning that's the obvious one. There's 5 times more sense in that than in the clever alternatives.
We mean well in going to this
May I
fest,
ask
but
why?
it isn't wise to go. Well, I had a dream last night.
Yeah, and so did I.
Right, what was yours?
Well, dreamers often lie.
In bed asleep, while they dream things that are true?
Oh, then I see that Queen Mab has been with you. She's the fairy queen who brings to life men's fantasies. She's no bigger than a gemstone on the ring finger of a married woman. A group of tiny creatures draws her wagon over men's noses as they lie asleep. Her chariot is an empty hazelnut made by a squirrel cabinet maker or an old worm. From time immemorial, the fairies' coachmakers. The spokes of the wagon wheels are made of long spiders' legs, the canopy of the wings of grasshoppers, the harnesses of the smallest spiders' web, the collars of thin shafts of moonlight on the water, her whip of cricket's bone, the lash of gossamer. Her wagoner is a small, gray-coated gnat, not half as big as a round little worm removed with a needle from the finger of a lazy maiden. In this manner she gallops night after night through lovers' brains. Then they dream of love, over the knees of courtiers, who immediately dream of respectful bows, over the fingers of lawyers, who straightway dream of fees, over ladies' lips, which the angry Mab often plagues with blisters, because their breaths are tainted with perfume sweets, so that they immediately dream of kisses. Sometimes she gallops over a courtier's nose, and then he dreams he can smell out a commission, Sometimes she comes with the tale of a pig paid to the church in taxes, and with this she tickles a parson's nose as he lies asleep. Then he dreams of a better parish. Sometimes she drives over a soldier's neck, whereupon he dreams of cutting enemy throats, of victories, ambushes, Spanish swords, drinking bouts. Then she drums in his ear, making him start and wake up. Being frightened like that, he swears a prayer or two and goes back to sleep. This is the Selsamy Mab, who puts knots in the manes of horses during the night and mats the hair of foul hags. When the tangles are removed, it forebodes misfortune. This is the hag who, when maids lie on their backs, presses on them and teaches them how to bear children, making them women of good carriage.
Hush, hush, Mercutio, quiet. You are talking a lot of nothing.
True, I'm talking about dreams, but dreams are just a result of a lazy brain. They're conceived by nothing but wild fantasy, which one moment favors the frozen north and then, becoming angry, blows away, turning to face the rainy south wind.
The wind you are talking about deflects us from our plans. They've finished voting, and we'll be late if we don't get moving.
Too early, I fear. I have a premonition that something written in the stars, but not yet revealed, will begin its fatal course with tonight's celebrations, foreclosing on my worthless life, by means of some evil forfeit, an early death. But God, who steers my life, will direct my course. Press on, gentlemen.
At drummer, begin drumming.